Our magnanimous party was faced with three paths: track down the harbor master's missing cargo, chase after elusive pickpockets that plagued the city streets, or venture out to rescue a lost fisherman. After some deliberation, they chose to pursue the fisherman, whose very life hung in the balance. Fizzi's connections with the Navy and his ties to Roya Bailey, the formidable leader of the Fishermen's Guild, allowed the group to secure swift passage aboard the Cassandra. Their journey led them to the jagged coastline of the northern rocky shores, where the wreckage of the fisherman's boat lay scattered. Among the debris was a strange sign: a lone suction cup, a whisper of something that lurked beneath the waves. Their search brought them to Garrett, their missing fisherman, stranded high in a tree, surrounded by enormous crabs, their eyes fixed greedily on the shimmering, bejeweled egg he clutched. In a flurry of steel and spell, the crabs were vanquished, and Garrett was saved. But the air was thick with unease. Relations between the party and their rescued fishermen were far from easy, and left an unsettling tension in their wake. Upon their return to Tapas, they were rewarded for their efforts. However, the mysteries of the sea remained just out of reach, as Roya could offer no further insight into the strange creature that might have beset Garrett. RaRa rambled off into the city to seek her own amusement. With little choice, Kayth, Moss, and Fizzi made their way to the Grand Library, determined to uncover the secrets of the deep. Krakens, squids, or perhaps something far worse. And the island where Garrett had experienced his fateful encounter. What will our heroes find in their search for knowledge? What sort of mischief will RaRa get herself into today? Find out tonight on our adventures in Coralthea. Currently, it is Sunday, the 29th of Penner, which brings the end... Penner. Penur. It's the 29th of Penner, which actually signifies the end of spring and us moving into summer.
It's sea breeze.
Can you say all that again, now that my notes are open?
Oh my god. Alright guys, so last we left off, Kayth, Fizzi, and Moss, you guys were heading into the library to go do some research, and RaRa, you headed off to go find some other entertainment for the time being. So before we go to RaRa, we're going to head to the library with the three of you. So as you guys enter the library, you will see the regular suspects, as there are other scholars here currently researching things. There's some kids running around. And of course, near the front desk of the library, you have the wonderful, illustrious, here we go, Lydia Turnleaf, who, as you guys walk in, will recognize, well, all three of you, actually, because you've all been here. You'll see her at the desk, and she's currently, like, writing down something in one of her little journals that she walks around with. Looks up, sees you guys, looks down, looks back up again, and does a little double take, and pushes up her glasses, grabs her books and stuff, and starts heading out around the counter to come towards you guys. Well, hi, everybody. It's nice to see you.
Hello.
Good to see you too.
Well, you guys certainly seem a little tired. What have you done today?
We're just here to do some research.
Oh, okay. Anything in particular that I can help you guys find?
There's an island offshore, and I'll pull out my map that I sort of drew, like an X or an O around sort of where he told us the island was.
Okay.
We're looking for anything you might have on this island, and also, and I pull out my sketchbook and I go to the point where the suction cup is, and I'll anything you might have on like sea creatures in this area or anything of the sort.
Hmm. Yeah. You mind if I take a look at your map? Just hold on to it for a second.
Sure.
She'll take it and she'll sort of look over it for a second. She'll pull out her journal and flip a couple of pages with one hand and hold the map with the other. Then she, like, can't reach one of the pages, so she just, like, grabs it with her mouth and flips the page.
Oh. Okay. Here.
And she'll hand back the map, she'll close her journal and put it away.
Huh. Well, that specific island, I don't know if I have anything directly on it, but I definitely have some books that talk about islands, at least around the Tapas area. It's possible it's just an unnamed island, so maybe there's not any specific record of it. So maybe you'll find something that sort of hints at it. And then you said you wanted to know about what was the other thing?
Sea creatures in the area. So
Okay.
so I have I show the sketchbook again. Do you know any sea creature that you know of that has suckers like that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've read a lot of books about stuff, and sea creatures are kind of cool. So, yeah, I do kind of know a little bit. I can show you where the area for that stuff is.
And she'll start walking you guys towards where some of the books will be.
So, for something that would leave something like that, well, I assume you didn't find it on something, it sort of popped off, like it wasn't attached to anything?
It was attached to my finger for a moment or two.
not exactly, but that's funny. Yeah, that makes sense. It must be really sticky. So,
Again, you'll keep walking. You guys will get to a section. She starts pulling some books. Actually, she doesn't pull them. She has like a mage hand that starts stacking them.
so if I were to guess, I mean, obviously your simplest thing could be just like a giant squid. There's also the possibility, but very unlikely. I mean, they're not usually this close inland. But a kraken, that would be crazy. They're huge.
That's what I think it is.
Well, like I said, you'd probably be wrong. But I mean, wouldn't it be awesome though? But anyway, yeah. I mean, you've got krakens, you've got giant squids. Now there is a difference. There's giant squids and giant octopuses, so it could be one of those two things. Now, however, there is the possibility. Mostly because I've been reading, like, some crossbreed, like, genetic books and a couple of things that, like, mostly theorize, but there has been tellings of, sort of, like, aquatic displacer beasts that instead of, like... So, do you guys know what a displacer beast is? You might not, actually. I don't know if you guys have seen one. Well,
Yeah,
anyway.
do I know what a displacer beast is?
That's a great time to make either a history or nature check. Any of you can try to make it. Oh, excuse me.
14.
That's a 19 history.
So Kayth will probably know what this is. Fizzi? Ah, okay. So Moss and Fizzi, you may have heard like stories in like a bar or tavern or on the ship, actually, but the two of you, but you don't really know what it is. Like, you know the mention of the name, you don't really know what it is. But
It's
Kayth,
like,
you would know what it is.
It's like a big dog, like that can like blink through existence.
Yeah, actually, yeah, kind of. It's able to sort of disguise itself and copy, and it really loves to like distract its prey. It's really cool how it hunts. But anyway, there's been known to be not known, told be that there is like aquatic displacer beasts, and instead of their like needler like tails that they have, they're actually tentacles with poison spikes. It's pretty cool. But I mean, there's a couple of things it could be, but those would be maybe my best guesses.
Pushes up her glasses.
Well, thank you.
Of course, and you'll see that she's collected maybe like 6 to 9 books here, and they're on like this, you know, like in a library where they have those push carts. It's like that, but it's floating on like a disc, like a server's tray. And she walks you guys over to one of these little study areas, like one of these, and sets the books down.
Well, you guys are good to sort of, read through what you'd like, and when you're done, just bring the books up, and I can get them put back. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
I'll put the book down on the table and I'll start reading.
She will walk away with her little book, jot a little things down while she walks over to her desk. Go ahead, Moss.
I'll look into the Kraken. I think it's a Kraken.
All
I
right.
want it to be a Kraken.
So, Moss specified looking at some creatures. Kayth, what did you want to specifically look in for?
I'm looking for the island.
Okay, islands, creature. Fizzi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look for the island as well, since I'm sort of from around here. Like,
You've been out on the sea probably more than these guys have. Sure. So you can sort of assist Kayth then. Yeah. I mean, you're all researching together, but those are your specific areas you're doing. You guys can choose to either give me investigation, or if you want to argue for it, you can try nature. So yeah, either of you guys can roll those, and while you guys are rolling those, we're going to jump over to RaRa. Alright, RaRa, you, I assume, are in the Grand Plaza to start, because that's where you would have parted ways. What are we doing?
I go to the message board.
The quest board?
Yes.
Gotcha, okay, sure.
I assume it's a town posting board. much
Yeah.
as any-
Currently on it, you will see the 4 quests that you currently have available to you, which is you see a posting for the Haunted Warehouse, Lost Cargo, Rat Infestation, and Troublesome Thieves. Oh, and actually, you were there right before they went in, so you will notice, because the Rat Infestation's a new quest. Standing near the quest board with a small pile of a couple more of those postings, you will see a man in a white tunic and sort of like curly brown hair. Let me go ahead and pull him up.
I have a vague memory of this person.
You have a vague memory of this person, yes. You're pretty sure that this person is the one who just put that posting up.
And he's from the church.
You could guess that through the clothes that he has on.
You said that this is the last day of spring and the first day of summer is coming.
Today garners the end of spring, so the first day of summer is coming. Yes.
Is there any posting for a seasonal celebration change?
Oh, what a question. Yes,
I
actually.
sort of butt this character out of the way.
Just sort of like push him a little bit. You do that, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get in the way."
Excuse me, I'm trying to read these.
Of course, my apologies. There is the regular posting that you usually see in the Sailor's Rest is on the quest board. Sea Shanty Sing-Alongs. It is a regular musical evening at the Sailor's Rest that happens like every other night at the Sailor's Rest, or usually whenever there is a large influx of naval ships, where sailors will come in and just start singing a bunch of traditional sea shanties. And it's usually led by local musicians.
I'm scanning the board, and I'll just say, "What are you putting up here?"
Oh, you're talking to me? And he'll sort of...
There's no one else. I look around. There's no one else here.
There's a couple, but none of them that are looking at you. Yes, I'm putting up this quest here. Our temple has succumbed to some horrible infestations in our basement.
Of
Oh,
what?
rats. Sorry, I thought you had looked at the board. There's an infestation of these rats in the.
That's
basement
not
of
what
the
I'm
temple.
looking for. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. You're being kind of rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. How can I help?
Trying to figure out what your infestation is. I'm still looking around for the posting for the Summerfest. Like flipping up other things. I flip up the actual quest that he posted.
Oh, yes. And he's like, because you're not looking at him, sort of like wondering if you're even paying attention. Yes, there's a horrible rat infestation in the basement of our temple. Except, usually we'd be able to take care of them ourselves, but they've grown quite large and have a foul smell coming from them. So we're unsure of what's sort of maybe what is plaguing them. Is there something you're looking for? And as he says that, you'll finally find it. There is the Tempest Fair coming up. It is an event here in Tapas that celebrates the changing of the seasons. Some people call it the Market of the Winds. And it celebrates moving from spring to summer. They actually have this every season change. So spring to summer, summer to winter, winter to fall, fall to spring. So it's actually sort of a regularish thing. And because it not only celebrates the seasons changing, but also the celebration of Tapas becoming a hub for much greater commerce ever since the establishment of RaRa, which is the region you're in.
Okay. So I'll be reading that, and then I'll be like, so are you paying to get rid of these rats, or what?
Yes. As you can see there on the board, if you take a look at the quest, we are paying quite well. It's 20 gold pieces to take care of the rats in there, and it also comes with a temple blessing.
I'll rip the festival poster off, and then I'll sort of just pull the rat one off. Now I'll just like push it underneath the festival one. I'll be like, all right. Well, my friend's like a super powerful druid, so like I'm sure this will be no problem for us. We'll just go in there and tell them to leave, and like I'll do a little fluting, and they'll probably just follow us out.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. Sorry, I did not introduce myself. My name is Brother Alric. It's wonderful to meet you, kind adventurer. What's your name?
My name is RaRa Chiro. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm surprised you haven't seen me perform over at the Sailor's Rest.
I'm sorry that I have not. I will make sure to make my way over there and ask Marin about you. What sort
I just sort of give him like squinty eyes as I'm like backing away.
Well, thank you, adventurer. I'll be waiting in the temple for you. As you sort of walk
Oh my
away.
god, this guy is so clingy.
So the event poster that you have, a couple of things that it mentions on there is the Tempest Market, which is basically they add a bunch of more, like they move where the marketplace is for a day, and like there's a really long section for vendors and stuff, sort of like a convention. There's also mock naval battles that happen to represent that when they were first founding Tapas, like before they became RaRa, how they had to take the port city from pirates. And then there is the Sailor's Challenge, which is basically a big competition of physical prowess. So they do a bunch of like competitions and challenges. Then there is the Lantern Parade, which at night citizens and visitors sort of come out and light thousands of lanterns that get carried throughout the streets and docks of Tapas and will blow into the sky, and it symbolizes as a guiding light of the winds and the hope for safe voyages in the coming year. Well, sorry, the coming season, because they do it all year. But those are the things that happen during the festival.
And food and drink. And shopping.
Of course. That's the Tempest Market.
All right. Those guys were going over to the other side of town somewhere. So I'll go that way.
Do what now? Say that again?
Those guys were going to the other side of town somewhere. So I'll just sort of go over that way and see if I can bump into them.
Kayth, Fizzi, and Moss?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in here, in this building. So you're at the quest board.
Oh.
You have to go through
Yeah,
this
I'm,
to get to the library.
Perfect.
One thing before you go in. Out in the Grand Plaza, you will notice a performer who is currently doing little jingles, maybe? And there is quite a crowd around them, but you do get a glance of what they look like. You will see this performer currently out in the Grand Plaza doing what looks like a bit of a performance.
Hey, Corinne, I'm distracted sufficiently. I walk away from the library.
All right, let's go back to the library.
So, have you guys always read a lot, or?
No.
But you spend all your time in the
Moss.
library?
Yeah, I like it
Seems-
here. It's quiet.
But you don't read a lot?
Not particularly. I act like I'm reading. Now I'm
In-
reading, of
in-
course.
in a
Right.
In a library?
Yeah, I mean, it's quiet here, and it's peaceful, and I like it. I don't really love reading, though. But now I am. I'm looking.
Do you
I'm
take
looking.
notes? Do you take notes?
Of course.
Insight
Actually, not
check.
me.
Insight check.
Sable takes all of my notes for me.
Oh my god.
I love that. Sable, you
Sable.
say that, and Sable pulls out like a little like journal he has, and it just looks like two leaves.
It's just
And it-
scribbles.
yeah, he opens it and shows it to Kayth, and it's like just leaves that are like binded together that are placed in the book, and it's just scribbles and but there's like little pictures that you might be able to make out look like something. Like he flips, he's like, look, all the different things. Goes to the latest page, and you just see like an oval, and then lines coming off of it, like squiggly ones.
See? You see that? Of course we take notes.
Impressive.
Thanks.
I just
Do
go
you
back to
take
reading
notes?
and taking notes and drawing very in-depth like pencil drawings.
You see Sable's like come over to your book, and
Like
is trying
schematic drawings, sort of.
he's like trying to copy what you're doing, but like doesn't want you to see that he's copying. So let's go to your guys' checks. So, with the knowledge of what just happened, I feel like Moss is very specifically trying to only look for the books that have pictures.
She
All
can read.
Oh, I figure. I mean, everybody can read a little bit. All right, let's see. So, Fizzi, you got a 22 investigation, 19 nature from Moss. Kayth, you've got 2 investigations here.
I thought we rolled it. I thought you asked. Okay, I didn't know that David had already rolled. I thought we were rolling at advantage. I
Gotcha.
thought he was helping me roll my check.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I mean,
guess was
you're all looking into stuff. It's just who finds what first kind of thing, or if you find anything. But
I guess-
generally, it's going to be like an average. But generally, you guys did pretty okay. We'll start with the islands and stuff around Tapas. Learning of some of the different islands or land masses outside of Tapas, there's a lot of sailors' notes on. There's a couple that talk about there being mermaids on some rocks out there. There is some talks of some islands that have caves on them. And there's also some islands that talk about a lost temple. There's an island that even talks about a party island. All of these, however, the ones that you specifically are focusing on, because there's islands that are already named, and you find those pretty easily. They talk about their history of, like, this is where, like, some training gets done. This is where naval ships practice their artillery. Like, there's those islands that are named and that you can specifically read stuff about. But I assume you guys are looking for the stuff that people don't really know about or don't have names. Would I be correct?
Yeah, like maybe there's some like log about an expedition that happened to an island that fits the description of the island we're looking for, or something a lot like that, like something that maybe like one or two people maybe have written about, or something like that that may fit our description.
So, through those ones that I just talked about, the closest you can get to on islands that might be what Garrett had showed you on the map is the island that they say, or some people have wrote, is the Party Island. The one that some people have wrote about an island being the entrance to an underwater cave. And another island that talks about the shipwreck of a long dead pirate. But those are the three that closely might be the island that Garrett saw.
Where's this one with the old temple?
Old temple? I thought there was party, cave, and long dead pirate.
Yes, but Fizzi is right. I did say one that talks about a temple. That one, however, doesn't resemble or match the criteria for the island you're looking for, but it is an island nonetheless that somebody wrote about. It doesn't necessarily say where it is, but it just says that it's it's like 30 to 40 miles off the southern coast of Tapas, and that it is guarded by slithery folk.
Okay, and I guess you don't have to fully info dump right now, but if you want to send me and David the info, I feel like we're going to research the Party Island, the Cave Entrance Island, and the Long Dead Pirate Island, so if you just want to like send us info on that, we don't have to like, I don't know, up to you.
I can do that for sure. I'm sure our lore keeper is already on it. We'll see. The other thing you're going to know too is a common name between some. Now, not all three of those, but a common name found on some of these is Galen Mar, a historian.
Galen Mar.
Correct. I will put his name right here. GalenMarr. Other than that, we go back to Moss, who is currently looking at some creatures. So first of all, you find some books that just have the coolest pictures. They've got all kinds of like people's drawings of what they think they saw in the water. There is pictures of like things you've never, like things that you didn't think were real. Creature that kind of looks like Sable, but has fins and gills. And instead of fur, has like, you know, smooth skin, but kind of looks like Sable.
I I
So it's-
hold the picture up to Sable and I say, "Is this your cousin?"
gives it a weird look. And, you know, you continue to look through, but you eventually find the specific stuff that you're trying to find. First, you try looking at Kraken. And it seems as though Lydia was probably right.
Man.
It's more than likely not a Kraken. And the reason why you figure that out is because a lot of the research into Krakens, although they are still a sort of legendary mythical creature, or at least very hidden, that any sort of record of them has them being in much, much, much deeper water. And the area that you guys were in would not have been deep enough water for a Kraken. So you get a little sad. But you are able to find that potentially the most plausible creature it is a giant octopus. At least that's what you've read. There is reason to believe that it could be something more magical than that, but very rare cases is it.
I'll put my book down and I'll wait for them to acknowledge me for a second, and I'll be like, "Ah! It's not
Just roll it
a
over.
Kraken. It's unfortunately not a Kraken. What it probably is a big giant octopus, which is super sad." Well, we solved the case. What are we doing next?
Well, we did grab this posting for a job about rats, so that might be
I don't want to do that job.
potential cursed rats.
Maybe. Are we
There's
killing the
also-
rats? Are they normal rats? They're cursed?
It says right here they're cursed.
Cursed.
Dark magic.
Well, maybe if we break the curse, we don't have to kill them.
Yeah, there's all sorts of potential there. There's also ghosts or lost packages.
Well, did you guys find anything on the islands?
There's some potentials we're leading down. A few islands we're doing some more research on.
Well, it's awfully quiet in here. Has anyone seen RaRa?
Oh, I was wondering why it was so serene here.
Well, before we decide what we're doing, we should probably go find her.
I agree, Fizzi. I'm going to gather up the books.
Mhm.
Right, do you guys need any of these still?
No. I
And-
think we're good.
I'll take them up to the front desk and put them.
Lydia will see you bringing the books. Give you a little hi and a little wave. Push her glasses up again. And she'll also see Sable on your shoulder. And she will reach over to a little like bowl she has. And she'll put something in her hand and she'll hold it out. And in it is like this little... It looks like a... What are those? Like, you know, like the Breath Mint candy package where it's a ball and it's wrapped between little plastic? It's like a balled candy in
Yeah.
plastic, but it's not white and red. It's like orange and like green. Sable looks at it, looks back at you.
Go for it.
Like, springs from your shoulder onto the counter. Looks up, grabs it. Carefully opens it up, and then right before it drops, catches it, and then like hands her the garbage, and then comes back to you and goes, pops it in his mouth and just goes, as you guys walk away. So what are we doing?
I
Working now.
think we're exiting the library to look for RaRa.
Okay, sounds good. RaRa, you are currently outside, and you had been distracted by this bard. Let's go to that really quick. Let me go ahead and bring them back up here. So you see this person performing in the Grand Plaza, and there is a little bit of a crowd as you come over.
Musical?
Yeah, and as you get closer, you know, at first, from far away, you just sort of hear the music, and this person sort of tramping back and forth. And as you get closer, you start to hear them, and boy, you went to school for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
This person might need some more lessons.
Oh, no.
They're not great. Like, it's okay, but it's not great. Like,
How
you
was
hear the
crowd reaction?
The crowd loves him. They're throwing him coin. They're putting it into his hat. They're or not his hat, his case for his musical instrument, his lute. And they're throwing coin in and some silver even. Not even copper, like just straight up silver. There's even maybe a gold piece in there too. And people are they love him. There's not a lot of people dancing with the music. They're just sort of surrounded or around him watching. You'll notice there's a lot of people giving him like the googly eyes, and you hear a little bit of some whispers as you come up. People being like, "Oh my God, he's so beautiful." I mean, I'm not gay, but and so people are really sort of, they're very into him, but maybe less his performance. And you see him, you know, he's kind of giving it. He doesn't even really seem like he's giving it his all. He just sort of like, almost looks like he's phoning it in a bit, but, you know, seems okay. There's something about him, you're not sure.
I'll pull out my...
he is beautiful.
Pull out my tambourine.
Okay.
And give it a...
And you sort of make your way in.
No, I want to be on the other side of the crowd.
Oh, you want to try and draw your own crowd?
Oh,
I see.
I'll just start a rhythm on it, and I'll just start to, shake my hips a little.
Kind of start getting it going, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What is your reciprocal for people to put money into?
Damn. The ground.
Okay. So you kind of start. Go ahead and give me a performance check. Okay, yeah, not bad. Go ahead and let me know what you're doing. Like, what's the game plan here? How are you vibing right now?
I'm gonna turn this into like a faster beat, and then go into like a salsa.
Oh, okay, very nice. Yeah, so it's
really, hip hopping.
Okay. Yeah, you start like going up to people in the Grand Plaza, kind of getting close to them, then dancing away, and then like going from another one to sort of start to form your own circle. And with a 21, not too bad. You are beginning to gather a little bit of a crowd for yourself.
As they start to gather around, Tunner.
Yes.
RaRa would try to look over and see if he's taken notice yet.
Okay, so yeah, you look over there, and you will notice that none of his crowd has left him, and he's just sort of in his own little world, hasn't noticed you yet. But you are starting to form your own circle out of new people coming into the Grand Plaza. You will notice, just a little bit, that the people who are closest to his circle will watch you, and then eventually sort of turn around and go watch him.
I will, I'll spin the tambourine so I can get my arms going, but I will minor illusion to keep the music going.
Keep like the rhythmed beat. Yeah, okay, very nice. People are like, oh. It is at this moment that Kayth, Fizzi, and Moss, you guys would be leaving the library and descending the steps here out front near the quest board, when you notice two large crowds forming two circled crowds just in the Grand Plaza. And you start hearing a tambourine and some, like, funky sort of music. Very, trying, just tambourine. Yeah.
Well,
And
one
a
of those-
strumming lute as well.
one of those circles is definitely RaRa, right?
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Well, I'm willing to bet the strumming lute is RaRa.
No, that is too normal and not annoying. Tambourine,
You know what?
for sure.
Definitely the tambourine.
Too loud. Almost like good, but like loud. Like you could get annoyed by it if you weren't into tambourine.
You know what? You're probably right.
Who's not into tambourine? Come on.
A lot of people.
So what are you guys doing? Heading
But
over
like
to...
you can appreciate that, like, yes, that is good tambourine, but like it is also a tambourine. You know?
I start heading towards the tambourine.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, 2 for the tambourine. Kayth?
I'll go over to the tambourine.
All right, you all head over to the tambourine. As you guys sort of shuffle through the crowd a bit, you will then notice RaRa is just getting it. I mean, it is a...
Prestidigitation. Fairy lights.
Yeah, it's going down. RaRa is like... RaRa's not only dancing, but somehow has like a... almost like a mariachi band going on at the same time. It's like this whole thing, but there's no one else there. It's very impressive.
I look around and I'm like, did I miss something? Is this normal here?
I think it's changing seasons soon. Festivities are on the rise.
Oh, so today was a festivity day?
I mean, it's getting close to it, so there's more bards in town than usual, right? So there's bound to be more street performers.
RaRa! What are you doing?
You hear someone calling your name.
I instantly drop the end. The fairy lights like zzz, and like fly off, and like the music just.
And everyone's like, is that it? And some kid's like, hey, where did the music go? And people are like, oh, what the... Yeah. And you kind of just see the crowd.
I guess you'll go have to watch the hottie. I got work to do. Sorry, I'm busy and talented.
You see a good portion of them like, what? And they'll walk away. And some of them join the other crowd. And however, there are a couple that walk over to you and attempt to hand you something. If you could, please, can you roll a D21?
Performance check?
There's some good flair.
Oh,
Already
no,
did
she
the-
rolled a 21.
Yeah, we already
You
did
want me
that.
to roll a
good
D20
money.
plus 1?
No. Roll me a... Let's do a D12. Let's do a D12. I was going to say times that by 5. That's how many silver coins you got.
Wow.
That's how much silver you were given.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, that's wonderful. You did so well. And, oh my gosh, I could really use some dance lessons. Could you help me sometime? And, like, just stuff like that.
I charge by the minute.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. They walk away. But yeah,
Much.
so...
I will spin from the spot I'm at where I've taken the money to the party.
Wow.
So 40
And I will I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
And I will pull out the 2 scrolls that I got off the board, and I'll casually disregard the rats for now and open the poster for the season change festival.
And what was it called?
Traveler's Market.
Fair. Tapas fair.
One of you reads the scroll, and what does it say?
Come on, it's your inspiration chance, guys.
Is it not tapas fair?
No.
This is embarrassing to watch.
Yep.
It's called... It's not in the shared notes, guys.
Oh, because it's the Tempest Fair.
The Tempest Fair.
Tempest Fair.
You were close.
It had the word "fair" in it. Yes. So yes, the Tempest
And
Fair.
she said Tapas Fair, so I mean that's pretty close.
Both have T's. You are correct. So yeah, RaRa shows you this flyer for the Tempest Fair, and also
Look what's happening. And we're going to be in town for it.
Did you also see the rat's quest?
Yeah, of course I took this one. It's going to be easy because we have a powerful druid with us that can just say, "Hey, rats, leave."
I pull out the scroll with the rat's quest that I have in my pouch. I just roll it back up and put it back in my pouch.
Yeah, you guys took the first one. He was like, "Oh, I gotta hang up another one." And then RaRa took the other one. He goes, he hangs it up again. Or no, he didn't hang up another one because he said that you guys would be there to come help. So he was like, "Oh, I don't need to hang another one."
When is the fair?
The fair is in a week, so 6 days.
Plenty of days. We still have... What is it, morning? What time is it?
It was 2 p.m. when we started the session, so it's probably about 3 right now.
We still have time in the day to do something else.
Rats.
We could go deal with these rats. How's everybody feeling?
They're in the temple basement, so
Ooh, temple.
I hope.
Oh, couldn't possibly go there. Ooh.
Organized religion.
There isn't.
Brotherman was like, just come down anytime. Tell him to get out. I'll give you 20 gold.
It seems like a pretty easy gig.
That seems like an exaggeration from start to finish. Your whole story kind of sounded fake.
What do you mean? Fake.
His name was Brother Brotherman?
His name was Brother Almonds.
Got it.
The Allman Brothers. I hear they make some good music.
Maybe it'll be at the fair.
Well,
I don't know. You've
What
seen
is
him
that?
around town. He's the curly-haired guy with the beard and the big holy symbol.
Are those the one they did? They did a quartet, they do the Midnight Riders or something.
Nice. That's a good
I think so.
Rats.
Yeah, obviously.
Moss is gonna kind of, before we leave, go look at the other crowd and see what's up over there. See what everyone's looking at.
Oh, Moss, I don't know if you want to go over there. He's hexing people.
He's hexing people?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was testing before you came.
I walk over.
Yeah, you'll walk over and
Make a charisma saving throw.
you'll walk. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Moss, you'll walk over to the other group that is currently watching that man. Do you need me to pull him up again?
I saw him.
Okay.
But you can.
So you watch as he is currently in the middle of the group, just going from like kind of person to person, playing his lute. he looks like he's kind of half-assing it, and he doesn't sound awesome, but holy crap, this man is attractive. It's almost unpalatable. Like, it's like, oh my, wow. You're watching as he's just sort of going from person to person, and everyone's very infatuated with him. And even yourself, you're quite attracted to him. You don't know why, you just kind of are. But he's just, that's it. That's all it is. And you see a couple of people are leaving some money, and some are just watching him. And that's it. That's all.
I don't think he's hexing them, RaRa. I think he's just pretty. Not that good, though. And then I walk off.
You do find yourself a little hard to walk away, but not so much.
Hey, oh.
Oh,
But not so much that you can't. But you definitely are like. Maybe
Start
I'll-
walking and like keep breaking my neck.
Yeah, exactly. But eventually, you'll stop and you'll just.
I
Be
just
with the group.
RaRa looks at Fizzi and she's just like, next.
So where are you guys off to now?
The church, I think.
Temple.
gotta clear some rats.
Boss, you have a plan, right? Like, you have a rat spell.
Sure do.
Speak with rat.
Yeah, of course I do. I'm a druid. Why wouldn't I have speak with rat?
Exactly, it's your whole thing. So
That's my whole thing.
You guys will ascend the stairs.
The confidence in this group I have is ever growing by the day.
Oh, just wait till it's my time to shine.
So the same way that you guys had to get to the library is the same way you have to get to the temple. So you sort of will walk up those steps where the quest board is, head inside. When you go left, you get to the library. But if you continue up the stairs and head up to the taller tiered portion of this, you will find yourself in the temple, and you will arrive to this. Yeah, you guys will
Yeah.
arrive at the temple. Yes?
who is this temple dedicated to?
You look around, and you don't know.
Huh?
You
What you think they'd like turn this into housing maybe, or like a hospital,
I mean,
a school?
temples offer more than just worship to a deity. They
Yeah,
offer.
I bet there's homeless people living here.
I mean, I'm sure people still have faith.
What if the
even though
homeless
there's no
people are the
gods.
rats?
I think the homeless people are not rats, but they might be homeless rats in the basement.
And
Maybe.
coming just off the side pews here, you will see a man who comes in to interject a bit. You would be correct. Temples are not only a place of worship, but we tend to give back to the less fortunate. And although we don't necessarily have a god to pray to, we still pray to whatever might be out there in hopes of an answer.
RaRa,
Guys,
is this Brother
let me
Almond?
introduce. This is Brother Almond Brotherman.
So,
Are you a
question,
man?
DM.
Sure, go ahead.
So, like, all texts of like gods and stuff has also like sort of vanished from history. Like,
The texts, like the books, are not gone, but any specific mention of their name or anything that would reference who they were is gone. So there is missing portions in texts now, and there has been reprints of books, reprints. Well, actually, that's a whole nother thing. There are new books that have just those stuff admitted, so that there
so
isn't
it still
blank
has like the
stuff.
tenants and stuff. So it's like it's not like they're not like still
Correct. There's still things to
religion.
have faith in, but there's not a known of who they have faith in or why they should.
Right.
Like the 10 Commandments are there, but there's no connection to who they belong.
Yeah, the equivalency of that is kind of what there is. And Brother Alric will, the name is Brother Alric. I must have said my name improper earlier. I'm sorry, RaRa. But it is wonderful to meet you all. And what are your names?
I'm RaRa Chiro. You've probably heard of me. I'm super talented and like kind of a big deal.
Yes, I have heard. Yes,
She plays over at the Sailor's Rest.
I have also heard that. Yes, I will have to find myself going over there sometime.
Wow, RaRa, you are more famous than I.
Well, she told me earlier when I met her. The
Where are these
same
rats
exact
you
thing.
have?
Oh, sure. Right down to business, of course. We can exchange pleasantries later. Well, and he'll start walking with you towards like the back of the temple. Well, it started probably about a day or so ago, but as we were heading down to try and grab rations for some of the less unfortunate, one of our priests unfortunately was attacked.
The less unfortunate. It's the less fortunate.
You know, whatever. Less fortunate. My bad.
High class.
the
only
rich people?
My bad. The less fortunate. One of our priests went down and was attacked by one of the fearful creatures, and we'd gone down to try and see if we could inspect what it was, and the best that we could come up with is that there are, well, giant rats. And not only that, but they have a foul stench coming from them, and well, the priest who was attacked said that they... Well, I didn't see it for myself, but that they glowed. It's quite unnerving, but I'm fearful that some sort of foul magic has made its way into the temple. Of course, these rats are bothersome and causing some... Go ahead.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. You're a holy man, aren't you not?
I am. That's correct.
Do you, I'm just wondering, you can't just dispel the curse that's bestowed upon the rats in your place of worship?
Now, usually I would be able to do something like that. I, however, do not quite have the ability to dispel that many things at once. Nor do I have any sort of innate magic myself. I rely on texts and scrolls. I have tried to at least put something in place to stop the rats myself, but unfortunately, there's just too many of them for me to focus on one. And they move around, so I can't sort of stay still with them.
Go on.
So unfortunately, my magic will not work on moving things, I guess you could say. If they were static, or it was an illness, or an object, I could possibly do something more, but unfortunately, ever since the restoration, I have not been able to commune with my god, and have lost my innate casting abilities.
Wow, that must suck.
It's certainly not great. The only thing I can do now is cantrips, and I can make a little bit of light. And that's basically it. Are the four of you able to help?
Absolutely. Name's Fizzi, by the way.
That's wonderful to hear, and it's very nice to make your acquaintance, Fizzi.
Look at Moss for confirmation.
Yeah, let's get the rat. I stick my hand out, but I don't really look at him, and I say, "I'm Moss."
It is wonderful to meet you, Moss, and we'll shake your hand. And you?
Thanks.
I'm the person who's going to deal with your rat problem.
That's a long name.
Aye.
He looks to the rest of you to like for a chuckle. Anyway, sorry. Well, if there's anything you need, please let me know. I'll take you over to where the problem is, and he'll take you because you guys have been walking towards the back of the temple. You finally arrive at so you go through like a kitchen area, and then beyond that is like these doors that head downwards, and they're actually because remember you came like upstairs to get to the temple. These downstairs go off of what you assume is the back side of this building, and they sort of go pretty far down before probably maybe like 30 feet down, you see these like large cellar-looking doors at the bottom of the steps. So right down there is where they are. And you all, as you get close, will start to... You kind of smell this like... It's not a good smell. It's pretty... You're not throwing up yet, but it's definitely not bad. It's like really old fish, like dead fish.
RaRa prestidigitates some potpourri smell.
Sure.
Just around.
Yeah. How long does prestidigitation last, I wonder? I wonder if you have to do it every... Yeah. I wonder if you have to...
like I'll have to keep it up. But...
Yeah. Is it like every minute or...
Duration an hour.
Wow. Nice. Okay, so you can actually... So you have to pick a point. So you probably have to pick something on you. And, like, what's the distance? Are you going to be the only one who can smell good stuff?
Up to 10 feet.
So anybody within 10 feet of you smells good-smelling potpourri.
Is it also, like, you can't have more than one prestidigitation effect?
I would have to drop this to do a different one.
Right.
Okay. So if you guys are within 10 feet of RaRa, you smell nice potpourri.
Sorry, did anyone want the fish smell?
Not at all. Thank you.
Thank you, RaRa.
Oh, that's quite lovely.
Yeah, don't you like have some incense you could burn like around the door or something?
We've tried to do incense, and it's not as strong as your spell.
Yeah,
Cantrips, by the way. Cantrips, by the way, stronger than burning an incense.
I thought you could do cantrips.
He doesn't.
Somebody doesn't know prestidigitation.
I unfortunately do not. It's not something I was able to learn myself.
Moss
I'll
is gonna...
just sort of brush his chest. Don't worry, I'll keep it smelling good on here for you.
Just trying to find some different music, and that was not the.
Moss is gonna clap her hands, crack her knuckles, grab RaRa. I need you within 10 feet of me. Let's go get some rats. And start walking down the stairs.
All right, you guys will descend the stairs. Like I said, it's about 30 feet or so, but you guys will eventually... oh, come on, open. Guys will eventually make it down. I'm going to go ahead and put us on the board. I don't think you guys will be able to see it.
I can't see anything.
Correct. You guys shouldn't be able to see anything. Good. All right, so the first thing I need from you guys is your marching order. There should be 2 in the front, 2 in the back. That's what the space allows.
They already said they went forward.
That is correct.
Before we did marching order, so they're in front.
All right, so I'll put Moss and let's see. Moss
Can we be like
and RaRa.
sneaky? Like we don't want to walk in there and kick the door down.
Is that what you'd like to try and do?
I would like to try and be sneaky at first.
All right.
Should I drag a token? I don't have vision right now.
I'm about to give you guys vision. Hold on.
Okay.
Just want to get you guys out there first. Sable will come out once you guys get in, but Sable's on your shoulder. All right. Okay. If everybody wants to give me a stealth check, we can start there.
Or
I'm invisible.
Let's go.
Oh, not bad.
All right. Okay. Not horrible. Not horrible. You guys come in and you are pretty quiet. As you all should be able to see now. Hold on. There we go. Can you guys see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to switch over to this one real quick. There we go. All right. Yeah, you guys currently see this before you. You hear, as you guys come in, a little bit of skittering, in different places. You smell the potpourri because you're near RaRa, but you hear every couple of seconds a little. You hear like some stuff falling over. A bag of rice maybe hits the ground. But you don't see anything yet.
Moss, what are we doing?
I'm thinking.
And with that thinking, let's go ahead and do our first break for tonight.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that was, what perfect timing.
Hey there, dipshits. It's me, Joey, a.k.a. Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle.
We're older and dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew. Be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
Go Dipshits mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of older and dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. On my stand. Fade to black.
We are jumping into this action. Last we left off, you guys have stealthed your way into the basement of the temple, where you are starting to hear these eerie noises of knocked over stuff, this little bit of skittering. Who knows? Now, you would be smelling something awful, but thanks to RaRa and her prestidigitation, you guys are smelling some nice, beautiful potpourri, as long as you stay within 10 feet of her. So, if we could, please go ahead and continue. RaRa had asked Moss, what's the plan?
And I whispered back, I'm thinking. I am going to continue sneaking. Does my nat 20 carry over? Can I, like, use that to
It's still
move
happening.
forward?
Yes.
Cool. Still got one hand on RaRa as I drag RaRa with me because I don't want to smell. Can I do it?
If you have someone move with you,
I'm not resisting.
yeah, if you have someone move with you and they're voluntarily wanting to, then you just move at half your speed.
Okay.
Are we in
My-
initiative?
You know, that is a great question. We currently are not. So, never mind. That was a rule for when you're in combat. We're not in combat because there certainly isn't going to be any combat down here.
All
I
right.
was-
Look at all these
we have a
places
group.
that we're hiding, Hunter. Don't you? We're gonna be stealth forever. What do you mean? Places that
Oh,
we're hiding in.
I
with
know.
ourselves.
I know. So, sorry, go ahead. The two of you can move as you'd like. Just go ahead.
So I'm gonna grab RaRa and I'm just gonna kind of keep sneaking. And as I'm sneaking, I'm gonna whispering to myself, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's just gonna get the rats. We're just gonna talk to the rats, and we're gonna get the rat. I'm just gonna talk to them, and that's that easy. It's that easy.
Okay,
Fizz,
We're
do you
just
want
gonna
to-
talk to the rats."
I was just saying, I'll put you.
RaRa's just like nodding as you're talking to
I'm
yourself.
just gonna tell them to go
So,
away, rats.
Moss, if you could go back, if the two of you could go back a stone for me.
Sure.
So
Oh,
Moss,
look, a rat.
Moss, as you step right there, you have made a very good stealth check, especially with your natural 20. As you step in that spot, you are going to look to your right a bit, and you are going to notice that just under this desk, what would have jumped out and tried to bite you instead is just laying there, nibbling on something, and doesn't notice you. But you notice it first and can point it out to your friends.
I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, he is a giant rat. I mean, obviously rats are usually like this big. This is the size of, let's just say, Lacey.
That's a big bitch!
It's a big dog, or a big rat. You are going to notice that it is also like mangled. Like it's weird. It's got like some missing fur in spots. You'll notice that it sort of has this like black mist sort of coming off of it a bit. And when you look at it a little closer as it's eating whatever it's eating, you can see this sort of little bit of glow in its eyes.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna stop mid-whisper. Be like, that's not a normal rat. And can I do like some sort of check to see if at its core it's still a rat?
It's a good question. I'm gonna say give me a nature.
That's obviously an ROUS. A rodent of unusual size.
4.
On computer. There we go. Let's see. 4. You don't know, like, you know it's a rat, but you don't know what kind of rat that is. That's a very... It's...
Okay.
You're very uncertain.
All right. So I'm going to let go of RaRa. I'm going to step right here. And I'm going to go, rat, I need you to leave this basement.
So you guys see Moss go over and yells, yeah, you're like, oh.
Kayth's hands are just in his face. Just like...
RaRa turns around to the other 2 party members. She's like, "Oh, see, I told you she could just talk to him."
And in that moment, as you do that, Moss, the one that you're looking at just like looks up, and it's got these just red eyes staring at you, and you all you guys all hear a bunch of other stuff fall over off of shelves and stuff come out from underneath tables. And I'm going to go ahead and reveal what pops out, and everybody's going to need to roll initiative.
Roll initiative, huh?
They're still sneaking.
One right next to me? I didn't see this one.
They also had stealth checks, and you did not make any perception checks, and it beat your passive perception.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't.
So all of these have come out to greet you.
My passive's pretty high, DM.
Natural 20!
Damn. Yeah, what's your passive perception, RaRa? Because I'm pretty sure I checked everybody's.
14.
14. Yeah, Kayth's is like a 16, and they beat that.
No, mine is a 13.
Oh, who has the 16? Oh, I think that's Moss.
Probably David.
How do you check
right?
passive perception?
So passive is 10 plus
your proficiency, or
plus
like,
whatever your plus in that skill.
Oh, it says it. It just says passive percent. I have a 14.
Oh, I thought one of you had a 16. Well, they all rolled 17s, so.
But did they see us?
17.
Well, they didn't, because you guys were stealth.
Okay, so
that's why it also didn't attack you.
But I tried to step away first to get far enough away from them before I...
That is also why neither group is getting any sort of surprise, because...
Okay.
Yeah. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and...
the turn order wasn't up.
What? I thought I put it up. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. But it's there. Okay.
I really got a 6? God damn. Those May rolls.
Single digit club.
All right, I've got 3 initiatives up here. Fizzi, what's yours?
Click.
Can you roll Sables, please?
Guys,
hold on a
you
second.
guys, come on.
Moss, you got a
Guys, really?
6, so that's not you.
Chat, is this real?
You got a 4, that's you. RaRa, you didn't get a 20, you got a 7. So not that one, not that
Holy
one, not that
shit.
one. Kayth got a natural, so that's not you. That's correct, that's correct. That's correct. Fizzi, you also had a 4 last time we rolled initiative.
Sure did.
That's funny. Alright, let me go ahead and roll for these guys.
Oh, there's a little thumbs up.
May, just go ahead and roll initiative. We'll take the first one, not the second ones, because it rolls 2, and that's Sable's initiative. Initiative roll.
How come that didn't give me advantage the first time I rolled?
It did.
Are you sure?
You see how there's 2 numbers?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the other dice. It must have fucked off.
Yeah, I think it only rolls 1 in D&D Beyond, but you do get advantage. All right, Kayth, you are up first. If you could, please. What
Am
do
I
you do?
still attacking from stealth, or is this guy aware of my presence?
Everyone
I'm
is aware of everybody's presence now. Because he came right out next to you.
Okay. I will attack this rat. I will sort of pull my dirk and my throwing knife from my knife holsters. What are they? Scabbards. And I will hold the throwing dagger backwards and the dirk regular, and I'll sort of stab at it with.
All right. 24 is going to hit, yes.
12 points of damage.
All right. Yeah.
12 points.
That's going to hit, and it goes down almost just instantly. However, I need you to please, can you make a, where is it? A Constitution saving throw, please. As when you stab the rat, you will hit it, it will die, but when you do, this sort of like green aura sort of seeps out of it like a gas, and you breathe it in.
It's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a sleep thing?
It is not.
It's a...
Is this a charm thing?
Something, you breathe that in, and you you cough pretty hard. You look down at yourself. Nothing seems to have happened, but that was gross, and you kind of feel sick.
Nice. Love that for me. Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm gonna attack this one that's in front of Moss. With my dagger sort of from the side, slashing.
Sure. Go ahead.
Uh, 14.
That will hit.
Alright. Nope. So it's just 3 points. Because I don't get to add my modifier on the second one unless I have the fighting style.
Correct. Okay, 3 points of damage. It is still up. You guys earlier, a second ago, heard a clap! And then Kayth runs up and hits this one real fast, like as he moves from target to target. Next is one of the rats. You're going to hear them sort of start galloping from the other room. Let me repeat that. A rat galloping into the room.
No thanks.
Let's see.
Nightmare!
5, 10, 15, 20. This rat sees... Oh, no, wait. Let me double check how this works. Okay, so it's going to attack Moss because there is a rat within 5 feet of Moss as well. They have pack tactics.
Gains advantage, right?
Mhm,
Correct,
yeah.
yep.
Pack tactics. Oh,
The rats!
So, Moss, we are going to attempt to bite you. I think a 23 hits, correct?
Abso-frickin-lutely it does.
All right. You are going to get hit. That is... Why did it not roll the damage? damage. Oh, I don't think I have it set to roll damage automatically. All right, we've got 1d4 plus 2. Let me roll that. So 5 points of piercing damage altogether. I'm gonna get this so that it rolls the damage.
As I come up to Moss, I'll just say 1.
Sorry?
Just 1.
So 5 points of piercing, and when you get bit, you are going to feel something sort of like as it jumps up and bites your arm, you feel a sudden pain. Can you please make a Constitution saving throw?
It's not charmed or sleep.
It is not, unfortunately.
Oh my god!
Moss, you get bit and you kind of throw up in your mouth a little bit, and you feel sick. That is its turn.
This is how we die.
Sable is up.
Dude, Sable sees these rats and he pieces the fuck out. How high are these, like, cabinets? Are they, like, shelves?
The things in front of you?
Like this here.
Oh, the behind you? Those are just tables. Sorry, no, these are,
Like,
yes, like, here's a shelf, here's a shelf, here's a shelf, here's a shelf.
he's jumping on top of that shit. Or is he gonna take an opportunity attack if he does that?
You have a choice. Either Sable can take the opportunity of attack, or you can take it for him.
Oh my gosh. How... what's his attack? I don't have his stuff,
Just
right?
disengage. Sable
he
can disengage, right?
Sable could disengage. That is an action that Sable can do.
Yeah. Sable is looking at these rats that are 7 times the size of him, galloping, and he's out. I can't grab.
Here you go.
Thank you. Just gonna hang out on this table.
All right.
This one here.
Which one? This back
One
here?
more square. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's where Sable will go. All right.
I'm going down, you guys.
All right. That brings us to the next rat. Let's see. One way back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh, another.
30. We'll make it in with Kayth, and we'll attempt to attack Kayth. Is there one within... There is one within 5 feet of you.
Is it within me or within it?
Within you. The rat has advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of the rats...
Of the
allies
creature.
within 5 feet of the creature.
Is it
and the
referring to the
ally-
rat?
No, of the
The-
creature, you. You, the
Okay.
thing being attacked. Did that roll?
Alright.
Oh, did
20 and a 20.
Holy jeez. Alright, that's gonna hit, and it didn't roll the damage. What the heck?
The odds of that is a statistical anomaly.
Just
Why is
like
it rolling?
twins.
It's not rolling the damage. I don't know why. Alright, D4 plus 2. D4 plus 2. Advanced die roller. There we go. 3 points of piercing damage, and you do not need to make the Constitution saving throw.
So I'm already
Because
sick.
you're sick.
Alright, that's it for that one. Oh, that one's dead, so he gets to come off the board. RaRa, you're up.
So
Where the fuck am I?
You got a 4.
Yeah, but I'm not in the order though.
he's not on the order though.
He is, he's right here. He's 1, 2, 3 away.
He's not on the order for us.
We don't see him.
Nope.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, because both of your rolls were 4s, I just picked one, and it must have been the one from the giant crab. So hold on a second. We'll take you off. Add you to the turn. And then put a 4 on you. There we go. You should be able to see yourself now, and I will put you There you go. You should be on
Here I
there.
am.
There we go. All right, RaRa, you're up.
RaRa lets out a little shriek because this is not going how she expected. She will spin and, in a poof of smoke, disappear.
Oh.
And will reappear. You said how tall are these shelves?
The shelves are 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. So they're a little higher than you. So they're probably like 5 feet. Like the top shelf is like 5 feet up, maybe 4.5. You want to try and climb up to the top?
No, I'm Misty stepping to the top.
Oh, you Misty step to the top. Oh boy. All right, RaRa Misty steps. Yeah, you can make it up there.
What?
The ceilings are pretty high, so you'd be able to stand there, and that is a good question. Why do you have?
Is it a racial ability?
Fey touched.
Oh, the feet.
Oh, right.
Nice.
That's correct.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, RaRa will vamp up there.
Stand up here, look down at these two, and she will just let out an reverberating shriek as I use my confusing cry ability, which is a 10-foot cone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think cones are a thing now. How do you do cones? Yeah, cone. Yeah, look at that.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throws.
They can't be good because they're sick.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh, guys, we're gonna die.
One of these rats has weighted dice.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they both pass. So on a failed check, they would take 1d4 plus con thunder damage and have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my turn. Yep.
They take damage still, right? Or no?
Unless it says they
doesn't look
take
like
half. Yeah.
Yeah, what's it say?
On a failed check.
Oh, okay. So it's like a cantrip, so no damage then. All right. Ooh, that was very unfortunate. Moss, you're up. Moss. Can
I'm
you?
doing it. What?
Or no, you.
I
that's
think
right.
that I would just do it.
Yeah. Yes, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
after
so, too.
that.
I think so too.
Okay. I'm killing these rats.
You guys watch as Moss. You know, all this is going on, and actually, Moss, describe how your body is reacting right now.
I think that after she tries to speak to these rats and it does fucking nothing and we're all surrounded, I'm just gonna fucking lose my mind. I'm just not even gonna speak. I'm gonna whip out my glaive and just go into a rampage. Kill, kill, kill.
Do you yell anything?
No.
All right.
I might just let out a fucking scream, but I
And
wouldn't.
now
It wouldn't
let's
be
see what
words.
story the dice have to tell.
How I roll like the. Okay, I think I did it.
Hey, oh.
Ayo. That will hit. I do believe you need to hit the thing. In your
I did.
You did. Okay,
Yeah.
because that adds something.
What the fucking super secret Scion bullshit is this?
Say on bullshit.
I'm
Hold on,
trapped.
let me just read it really quick. I don't remember how this works. Again. Where is it? Did I find it?
The party is killed by rats.
Oh, Okay, you have to. So go into features and traits, find
Active?
it,
I did.
and then
It's
click
done.
not only the checkbox. You have to click on it, scroll to the bottom. There's an option, and you have to put activate.
There is not.
Click on the
That-
Now
word.
this is a level beyond Super Saiyan. This is what's called a Super Saiyan 2.
Did you find it, May?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it will do all the
Okay.
additions it needs. But I believe
Sure.
it's an extra point of damage.
Okay.
And which one did you hit?
The one in front of me that I tried to talk to.
Okay, so that's 6 points of damage. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, and it is going to go down. You will slam down onto it. It sort of like opens up a bit, and you will see that gas come out, but you won't need to make the save. And I believe that's your turn.
That's all I can do, yeah.
Yeah. All right. And that one's gone, so that one doesn't get to take its turn. Fizzi, you're up. The action economy is on your side.
Why'd you have to say that? I'm gonna shoot at that one.
Which one?
The one right in front of me with my light crossbow.
That one?
That little guy.
Yeah, if you're clicking something, I don't see it, but I'm going to assume it's this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I saw it that time. All right, go ahead.
13 to hit.
13. I switched this and fixed it. You shouldn't have a 1d0. I fixed it. Why is it still
Forever
there?
the 1d0. You can't defeat it.
Oh my gosh.
It still says plus 1d0.
I hate that. I'll fix it again.
Yeah.
But anyway, 13 to hit. If it's ever a 24, we'll know it's an actual crit. But anyway, so 13 will hit. Go ahead and give me the damage.
Alright, one sec. Click. Click. Seven.
Yeah, 7 points of damage. And that will get rid of it. As the arrow hits, it will... You'll hit it, and you'll see the gas pour out of it, but you're far enough away that it does not affect you.
Did it affect me?
You're already affected by it, so...
I don't know.
Nice, Fizzi. Anything else with your turn?
I can see through these shelves, correct?
Correct. That's why you can see everything in the room.
Alright, so I'm gonna move here and then my turn.
All right. A rat's turn. The one next to Kayth. Unfortunately, Kayth, you are the closest, so it is going to take a swipe. I'm gonna bite you.
Miss.
Oh, it has advantage. For some reason, it didn't roll with advantage that time. It's gonna
Miss.
miss still, though.
Oh.
All right, it reaches out to bite you and misses. Next is the next rat. We could climb up and bite RaRa. You are the closest. They would sniff out, but would they go for the pack tactics?
I feel like rats are pretty stupid.
Let me see their intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not a great intelligence. They're gonna go up and try and get RaRa. So that's gonna put us right up here. Climb up to you. And it's going to attempt to bite you with no advantage. It's 18 hit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah?
All right, and 18's going to hit. If you could please make a Constitution saving throw. Oh! RaRa. This thing runs up and you're like, oh, no. And it reaches out, it bites you on like the ankle and then pulls back. You take 4 points of piercing damage. It's not great, but as that stuff like enters you, you sort of like kick your leg a bunch while he's biting you, and you feel fine.
I don't feel fine, but
Well,
I feel fine.
Yes, it hurt, but like nothing happened. So, yeah. All right, that is its turn. Kayth, you're back up.
Okay, I see the rat attacking RaRa out of the corner of my eye, and I'll just whip around with the left hand with my throwing dagger in it, and I'll loose it at the rat attack.
All right. Real quick.
Are we playing with flanking rules?
No,
Is this flank?
it wouldn't be flanking rules, but I'm trying to double check the range when an enemy is near you. I think you.
I don't think it's for
disadvantage?
throwing. That's for range. That's. I don't think that's for throwing. I think that's for like shooting a bow. But you can check.
I would say yeah. I think range is still range.
I don't think that it's for daggers. I think it's for something you have to shoot with a range, not throw.
Attack. Let's see. Range attacks. Range attacks in close combat. That's what I'm looking for. I broke it. There we go. Aiming a ranged attack is more difficult when a foe is next to you. When you make a ranged attack with a weapon, a spell, or some other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature. So you would just have disadvantage to attack that one, but you can certainly do it.
Sure.
Don't roll a 1.
Yes, a 10. So I will not hit. Waste my action. That's my turn.
You just
I guess I'll
barely miss.
use my bonus action, and I'll throw my dirk at it as well.
All right, go ahead and do it again.
That's
Oh!
it.
So you throw the first one, it misses. You throw the second one, and it will hit.
I am an ally.
You are an ally, so that will still apply sneak attack damage. And it is down. RaRa, you see yourself saved by Kayth. Well, actually, a dagger comes at you, and it goes right past you, and you're like, what the? Look back, and
Like sticks in the wall next to my head.
And then another bigger dagger hits another rat.
all right. I believe that's your turn, unless you'd like to move.
Nope.
All right, next is... Oh, that one's down, so Sable's up.
I was gonna have Sable throw one of these packages at the one on the shelf, but it's dead now. What would Sable's little throwing...
So I will say this. Sable cannot actually attack anything. But
Can't
it can
attack.
give the help action.
Okay.
So essentially what that does
Who's
is...
next? RaRa.
Essentially
Okay.
what it does is whatever they go and distract, which could be throwing a package at them or throwing a pebble, a rock, whatever it is, gives whoever does the next attack on that thing advantage.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that. He's gonna grab something, give it a little toss, and do a little dance, and help RaRa, who's next.
I think you target the creature you want to hit. Is what
Correct.
Hunter
You
was
have to
saying.
target something.
I would do this one.
Okay. So you're, yeah, so Sable is helping on that one specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, that will work. I will put a range on Sable's thing. We'll make that determination now.
Yeah.
That Sable can only, if he's going to throw something, they have to be within 15 feet. Let's say that.
Sure.
Okay. So obviously we're within that range now, but we're setting the precedent. Okay, Sable is putting the help action on this rat. So
Mr. President.
they are distracted. Let's do this foot. All right, next is a rat, and it's that rat. Things are flying at it, and it's like... and it doesn't like that. It is going to get up and go towards Sable. Kayth, you would get an opportunity of attack. Oh, wait, would you?
No.
Doesn't pass out of his threat.
Up into the air on the shelf, maybe? No?
No,
No,
it's still
leave
because the
myself.
shelf's only 5 foot high.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's still within
so it's still
the-
within the range. All right, so yeah, it's going to move here. And then it has to go down and then up this one. So that would be 5 up, 5 down, 5 up. So that's 15. And it's right next to Sable. It's going to attempt to attack Sable.
Classic hunter.
Hey, this is how the cookie crumbled. That's all I'm saying. Let's try and take a bite on this little guy.
I don't know any of his stuff.
Don't worry, I do. Misses. I just still need to get that to you. I don't know why I haven't sent it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I haven't sent it. That's my bad. But it misses. So Sable is okay. RaRa, you're up. You just saw Sable get attacked.
Huh. RaRa will fumble around in her bag and pull out the crossbow that's in there. And we'll take a shot at it.
All right, go ahead.
It's not what I do.
No vicious mockery. Tisk.
I'm not basic.
Shoot.
You do have advantage still.
Yep.
On the rat.
Oh fuck! I haven't added it to my sheet. It's dex based. It's +5, so it's the same as my dagger. It's just different damage.
Okay.
So I'll just roll a dagger and then do the if I hit all damage.
Roll
Yeah, that's
d4
fine.
plus your dex or whatever. You are still within. You're not within 5 feet, right? Yeah, you're good.
Whoa! And then it's advantage.
Correct, yep. That's
21.
going to hit. And then
And
roll
then it's
damage.
crossbow's a D8.
Yeah, if it's a light crossbow, it should be a D8. 7 damage! And why don't you know, boop, that takes that one out. Fizzi. You see this rat above you attack Sable, and you're like, oh! But then you see a crossbow bolt hit it, and the rat's going to, but you're going to see this gas come out of it that you
Oh,
are
no.
close enough to be in. I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, RaRa, you were next to one that blew up. I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw. I remember.
Yeah, my natural 20 in that round didn't matter.
It saved against the save.
I did. Oh,
Sure.
Fizzi saves.
Let's
See it, RaRa. Fizzi, you see that gas come out, and you saw your other companions happen to them, and you quickly cover your mouth and nose, and you aren't affected.
Sweet.
Oh! RaRa, when that one, like, you saw Kayth save you, and you're like, oh, thanks, and then, and, yeah, you feel a little sick. But that was RaRa's turn. You took that one out. Moss, you're up. Looks like there's one left.
Yeah, I'm killing it. I'm remembering how to kill it.
Just hit the little icon next to your
Got
gun.
it.
Nice. Woo! That will definitely hit. And, yeah, that's going to do some damage. I'm trying to check something here. Okay, it is adding the correct stuff now. Okay, cool. Yeah, you come over and you just slice down on this thing like sashimi, and it's gonzo. And that smoke will come out, but you are not affected. And it seems as though you guys are now clear of the threat and are no longer in initiative.
Can
As
I?
you guys, oh, also everybody is smelling foul junk the entire
Oh,
time
yeah.
during that fight, and you all smell foulness. It's gross. What is happening?
I'm gonna go walk over and collect my daggers.
Uh-oh.
Just before Kayth gets to where his daggers are, I'm gonna throw up on the floor.
You do that. Yeah, Kayth and Moss, you guys see that throw up, and you both kind of, and you feel like you might. So if you want to, you can.
Can I roll a medicine check to see what's wrong with us?
You currently need to roll a wisdom save, please.
Oh, okay. Great. I hit the wrong button.
That's certainly not a wisdom save. Oh, Moss. So you kill that last rat, and you look around. You're like, take some deep breaths, and you can go ahead and deactivate the thing that you had activated. So Moss, you can act normally.
I can act normally.
It's got a fucking Ninetales fucking beast mode and chakra in her stomach that's unleashing. Locks are coming undone.
Yeah, so RaRa throws up. Fizzi, you see that. Kayth and Moss don't look great. And Moss, you're like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? And you want to try and find out? Please make a medicine check.
I rolled a 13.
Nice. You look at yourself, you look at Kayth, you look at RaRa, you look at Fizzi, who seems perfectly fine. You're pretty sure you caught something from these rats. You don't know what, but you caught something. And it ain't just the flu.
Guys, I feel awful. And it smells.
Well, luckily there's a priest upstairs that can anti-curse things on still moving things, so...
Pretty sure he said... No, that actually checks out.
So, maybe we see if there's more rats down here. If not, then we go see if he can fix us up.
Okay.
How's everybody looking? Is to take a break here?
I feel fine.
I'm okay.
Fine.
Yep.
Can I look at these rats again to see if they're rat in nature whilst dead?
You all will notice as Moss goes to look at these rats that all of them are starting to like turn to dust and decay into the air.
That seems healthy.
That's weird.
Not normal rats.
Yeah, you guys will watch as one by one, from the first one that you killed onward, starts to just like dissipate.
Can I roll a perception to see if I heard a snap?
Sorry?
Damn. Nothing.
I got it afterwards. That's my bad. Fizzi, you can make a perception check though.
Okay.
I run around here and throw up in this corner.
Oh, you guys hear RaRa throw up again?
I'd like to investigate the room.
Yeah, Fizzi, you just are looking around and just see just stuff scattered and eaten through and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Kayth, go ahead. What are you looking for exactly?
Anything of value.
Okay. Please go ahead and make an investigation check. Moss, same thing as Fizzi. You just see a bunch of stuff scattered everywhere. Moss, you will notice there's no rat poop. No rat poop anywhere. And if there was, it would probably be uncomfortably large.
Guys, there's no rat poop here. That's weird, right?
I
Why
throw up.
Why are you asking us? You're the expert.
Everybody, please stop throwing up.
Kayth's like... Kayth, as you try to hold some throw up in as you're looking around, you notice that a lot of the stuff that's been broken into or eaten is grain. It's a lot of grain. Seems as though like any fruits or vegetables were completely untouched, even if they were close to where other grain was. You're not quite sure what that would mean, but you notice that.
So far, does this basement look like it makes sense for a temple? like it doesn't seem out of place, like architecture wise, like how it's built or anything like that. Looks pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean it's a basement. There's not really anything nothing that looks like out of place. Would you get a 14? Yeah, that's all you. That's about what you notice.
All right. Well, so I think we should move. Moss, do you want to take the way?
There's a door over here.
You will also notice with your investigation check that you don't seem to find any other rats. That as well.
Gotta throw up on it.
Can you throw up the door?
I would like to take a look at the to see if it's trapped.
Yeah, sure. Give me another investigation check on that door. Fizzi, you had walked up those steps.
Yes.
Okay. When you walk up those steps, Fizzi, they're about 30, 40 feet up, just like the other stairs. There's another door. It's a smaller door. You can attempt to open it if you'd like. It's up to you.
I'm gonna investigation it real quick.
Sure, go ahead. Kayth, you investigate this other door.
The part.
It does not seem to be trapped.
Anything like when I'm investigating it, there's at the bottom of it, like I smell side, like that sort of stuff as well.
No smell, no noises, no lights, nothing.
Is it locked?
Check.
Yep. I try to check if it's locked.
Check it. Oh.
It's
You can
not
click on it.
I didn't want to open it. I just wanted to see if it was
If you
locked.
couldn't open it, you wouldn't be able to.
Right, but like I didn't want you to be like, now it's open.
Well, that's, I mean...
Initiative. That's not what I was just trying to jiggle the door handle to see if it's locked or not.
That comes through roleplay. So you open up the door and you see what you see. Fizzi, you investigate your door. It seems perfectly fine.
I don't have a door that I can click.
Because it leads to another map. But when you
Oh.
open up that door,
Mhm.
it leads to another door that was in that back kitchen.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go back down then.
What seems to be in this room? This
Kayth, as you walk in, you will notice that there is a long bench to your left. You're not quite sure what it was used for, but this is a quite empty room. And as you take a little bit of a closer look, it seems like this might have been where extra storage was, but it's it's pretty barren in here. Like, maybe the temple is low on supplies.
Excuse me, DM.
Yes?
Let me see.
Excuse me, DM, what?
Come on, where is it?
The structure
Come on, put it in the.
The structure is not old enough. I know
What is this original purpose and determine its builders? Were they dwarves, humans, elves, Yanti?
You would be able to tell that humans built this structure. And that you're pretty positive this was an extra pantry space, but it is completely empty, which leads you to believe that it's possible the temple is running out of supplies.
All right. Did you find anything your way?
Just go another way back up.
Another
We
way
didn't
back.
check the
Oh.
other door.
Is there a third door?
Oh, the one back there? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little corridor.
The one I'll throw up on it.
Empty.
Moss. Do rats normally melt like this?
No. Not usually.
Not usually.
And can I investigate or percept or whatever this area? I'll move in.
The other back room there? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give me like an investigation or a perception. It's up to you. Each will reveal different results.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Classic.
Yep, there's the closet.
Oh, there's nothing in here.
Sounds good. Let's go ask the nice
Can I look
brotherman
for
to.
any secret rooms, DM?
Did you find any? I don't think you did.
In this room, this new room that we opened a door to? Can I look for secret rooms?
You certainly can.
Does it look like the space has not used all of its space, like awkwardly proportioned in some way?
Make an investigation check.
Does anybody want to help me look for secret rooms in this room?
I will also.
There's
Is it-
nothing in that room I checked.
Kayth, you're like, I don't believe Moss, and you look around a little more. Take a look at the walls, check underneath some tables. It just looks like a storage room. But what you do notice, just above the lantern here, the little fire lantern, you will notice a kind of crack in the stone, sort of near like a top portion of like let me say like the crest molding between the ceiling and the wall. There's a bit of a crack there. And you will notice just a little bit of red glow. Kind of like the glow that was coming from the rats.
Fizzi,
Yeah.
could you take a look at this? It looks like some kind of red magical glow, like something that was on the rats. You might have a better idea.
Yeah, I can't see it from down here.
I sort of.
Pick 'em
Do you
up.
want to get on my shoulders?
That'd be cool.
I sort of.
Oh, you know, I'm a little heavy.
I kneel down a little bit so I could get on my shoulders.
So yeah, you ride on Kay's shoulders, and you're like, ooh. But yeah, you take a look. What would you like to do? You could give me. What do you think you should do? I almost just gave things away.
So I want to investigate, or I think I should identify. I have one spell left.
I mean, identify.
Oh,
as a
I have
ritual.
Mage Hand. Can I pick it up with my Mage Hand?
It's nothing to pick up. It's like a crack in the molding between the ceiling and the wall, and the crack is glowing red, like the rats.
Oh, I thought there was like something that was glowing red
Also,
like-
David,
producing it.
identify as a ritual cast spell, so you can just take 10 minutes to cast it for free. It doesn't take a spell.
Yeah.
But that's also like an item
On an
or
object,
an
yeah.
item or an object. So you wouldn't be able to do it on the crack, unless
But
there
you
was
could
something-
Arcana. You could take a look at
Let's do.
Arcana.
Yeah, I'll go Arcana. Can I roll an Arcana check on it?
You certainly can. Go ahead, give me an Arcana check.
I'm helping technically, like literal in the literal sense. I'm.
Yeah, you can have advantage.
That's a little better. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Fizzi, that's good. So Kayth is gonna, put you up on his shoulders. You're gonna get up there, and first you're like, "Where's the thing?" Oh, it's not a thing. It's just here. And
Yeah.
you're taking a look, and you kind of get close to it. You listen to it a little, and you sort of do a little kind of like incantation to kind of like try and read it, and you get back this sort of kind of like intense feeling of sickness. And you can definitely feel that this is something magical, but it seems to be condensed to this spot. But in your expert opinion, you believe that it was probably the cause for these rats in some way. You have no idea how, you don't know what it does, but you also do not have the means of getting rid of it. Unless you do. Do you have to spell
Do I?
Do you have to spell magic?
I do not have to spell magic.
Then you do not have
think
the
that's-
means. You do not have the means of getting rid of this. But you believe it may be the reason that those rats turned out like that. Whether just because of its presence turned them or if it summoned them, you have no idea. But something about that spot is dark magic.
DM, does it look like it's leaking from somewhere, or does it's a crack? Like that crack is like origination of.
It's hard to tell.
Can I make the crack bigger?
Maybe if you hit it.
Kayth, can you hand me my hammer,
No.
please?
I bend down. I like go on, like I like squat down, pick it up.
Okay. Hands you.
Here you go. I don't. Well, are you gonna swing
Whatever's
that
back here,
while
Bob.
on top of me?
Do I what?
Are you gonna swing that while you're on top of me?
So would I be able to hit it standing on the floor, DM?
No, it's definitely much higher than what you'd be able to hit while standing up.
Is there anything I can stand on that's not Kayth?
I don't believe there's anything you could drag over here. Maybe like a chest or a barrel, but I don't know if the barrel's going to give you enough height. Kayth's giving you just good enough height, and he's a tall.
Just do it.
What are we doing?
What's the worst?
Oh, this is either a really good or a really bad idea.
Would you like to make a...
We should probably go tell the priest first, because y'all need to get better. Let's go get the priest first. We're losing.
We all need to get better.
I just imagine, like, he goes to swing and he's like, oh, well, what if... Goes to swing again. Oh, you guys are feeling great.
God, just put me down. We need to get y'all fixed. We'll worry about this later. I appreciate it, Kayth.
Kayth's
Go
like,
back down.
Oh, Sable, don't eat the throw up.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No!
yeah, Sable goes over to it and is like,
Get away from that!
all right. So you guys are heading back into the temple then?
Yeah.
All right. You guys will head back into the temple. Where you guys will find
Brother Alucard.
Brother Alric once again.
Brother Brotherman.
Brother Brotherman. There we go. Brother Alric will see you guys coming back up from the basement after hearing some noises down there. Oh, hi. How did it go? Is it taken care of? Oh, you certainly don't look
I
very
throw
well.
up on the floor.
Oh!
Oh, no!
Goodness. Oh, another! Oh, please! Oh, goodness. Come quickly.
I'm also sick, so I'm gonna come with you.
Okay,
The rats
certainly.
are gone.
How about you, Fizzi? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
We can worry about the rats in a moment. You all look horrible. Come with me quickly. And he will move you guys into a sort of... Like, you'll move out of the kitchen into another room. I don't want to call it an infirmary. It's just sort of like a... There's like some incense being burnt. There's like some... oh, by the way, no foul smell anymore. There's like some water running, little water features kind of thing. And some light coming in from like a sun window.
Stained glass.
Thank you.
Window?
Sunroof. Anyway, you guys will come in. He'll usher you in, and he'll sit you down in 3 different spots. And you guys are not feeling great. He'll give each of you a bucket in case you have to throw up. Okay.
Instantly.
Oh, tell me. What is it that happened? What are you feeling?
Sick.
Sick.
Oh, okay. But what What are you having headaches? Obviously you're throwing up. But what
Nausea.
happened as well? What gave this to you? Obviously the rats, but in
rats.
what manner?
Bite,
They got
Yes.
gas.
And they exploded.
Oh yeah, they exploded.
They're
Okay,
exploded.
And they
So-
disintegrated.
Oh. Okay, we'll worry about that in a moment. So gas and bitten. Okay, just give me a moment. Hold on, okay? And he'll turn around and you'll see him going through like a bunch of different like bottles of stuff, some herbs, and he's looking around. And he's like, no, it's going to take more than this. I'll be right back. And he will leave the room for a moment, and you'll hear him sort of scuffling and running, and you'll hear a door open.
Guys,
Well, we're dead.
guys, do you
Mhm.
think he put the rats down there?
Brotherman.
There's nobody else in here.
Why would he want us to get rid of him?
By the way, you do see other people in the temple. They're just not important, okay?
Yeah, he's...
Brother Elric will be right back. He comes in and he's holding 3 scrolls. Okay, I'm going to have to do each of you individually. Just give me a moment, and he'll put 2 of the scrolls down. He'll grab one, and whoever's in the first seat.
Don't tempt me with a good.
Okay, you're first. So he'll come over to you, RaRa. He'll open up the scroll. You'll see him sort of start to do some stuff with his hands. You'll hear him start to mutter some things, and eventually he will put his hand down, and you all will see this sort of like above him. So kind of what it looks like when a priest of the church or whatever is talking and giving a sermon, and like the stained glass is behind him and the sun's coming up and there's sort of this like heavenly glow around them. That's what you'll see sort of above Alric's head, or Brother Alric's head, and you guys will watch as that sort of moves forward and then sort of like rains down onto RaRa with this like golden light. And RaRa, you will begin to feel much better. And
Oh, I'm feeling much better.
he will go to the next person, which Moss, you threw up, so he'll go ahead and do your next. And then Kayth, he'll do yours last. This all takes about a half hour to do, each of you taking 10 minutes. And when he's done,
Yeah, he definitely could have put rats down there. Look how powerful his scrolls are.
I'm sorry,
Moz
what?
just looks away.
There seems to be some sort of
The scrolls also
You know-
disappear after he casts. Sorry, just had to get that up.
origin of the corruption. Fizzi took a look at it. Maybe
Okay.
you can get rid of it with something that can get rid of magic.
Yeah, I think I could do that if it's just a sort of stagnant thing in place. I think I have the ability to do so. Whew. That's pretty tiresome. Yes, I think I can. Can one of you show me where it is?
Yeah, I got you, Doc. Or sorry.
Of course.
Priest.
Can I roll insight?
Sure, of course.
So distrustful.
He
Brother
read
Al-
a scroll. Brotherman. What was so tiring?
Brother Alric will look to the 3 of you. 3 of you can stay here and rest while Fizzi shows me the area.
I'm gonna go with them.
Sure. Moss, you will take a look at Brother Alric. You're very inquisitive about him and very suspicious. It does look like Brother Alric sort of has a bit of like taking those casting those 3 spells did seem to not entirely tire him out, but it was strenuous to do them. It's kind of like when you run a mile really hard and then you're like he's not like gonna pass out, but it does seem like maybe it took a bit out of him.
Is that normal?
Normal? You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, unfortunately.
I'll come with you guys.
Okay, none of you need a rest. That's fine.
I need a rest.
You are more than welcome to stay here then, RaRa.
You don't need a rest. Let's go.
Give me one moment. I will. I'll grab a
But
scroll.
He
and
said
I'll
if we
meet you at
needed
the
to
door.
rest, that we could just stay here.
Okay. Have a good rest.
So Brother Alric will go and get another scroll, and then he will meet you guys at the door to head into the basement. You guys will head down there and show him where it's at. He will go to that room and he will see that mark. And he just sort of... The three of you can give me an insight check.
There it is.
Ah, yes. I'm the most insightful.
Wow.
You guys look at Brother Alric, and he seems very determined and very confident, very calm.
So what is it?
Oh, I
What-
thought you were yelling at me.
The thing. What is that?
And he'll look at you, look over. Well, it seems to be some sort of dark magic of some kind. I'm not sure of its exact source, but I think we can definitely get rid of it. And
Why would somebody want to put dark magic in the temple?
he'll start to take out the scroll, and he'll sort of ponder that for a moment as he begins to cast. Well, Moss, I don't know. It could be a couple of reasons why. For us, who would do it, I have no idea. But for reasons, I can see why. A lot of people since the Restoration aren't very happy with the gods. And a lot of them believe that the temples are just mere places of show now and no longer are needed. Either way, not a lot of people are very happy about the gods being gone. And the other thing is with the gods gone, the evils of this world have come to trounce upon what is left, seeing as there's nothing holding them much more. So really, Moss, it could be anything.
But you're helping people. You're helping the less fortunate, God or not. So I don't get it.
I know, Moss. And I'm glad that you see it that way. But some people just don't. And he'll continue the cast. It is going to take 10 minutes to do so. So obviously you guys can continue conversations if you'd like, if there's more questions on this topic.
RaRa would get bored at some point.
Okay. And you would come down, you said?
Yeah.
You guys will see RaRa descending the stairs.
What's going on? More magic?
Brother Alric will look. Oh, you seem to be getting better.
Yeah, I'm all rested up now.
I'm glad. Again, or not again, but I would like to thank all of you for taking the time to come to the temple and help us. This was very, very good. It's going to help a lot of people. And I'm glad you were able to find whatever this is.
More than happy to help.
Thank you. And the 10 minutes will be up, and you will watch as he... The whole time, there's this sort of... Like, as it started, there was, like, this very small blue line circling at his feet. And as the 10 minutes kept going, it kept getting bigger and sort of coiling around Brother Alric towards the top of him. And then at the end of the spell, you see all of that sort of... So it's all coiled like a spring, but then at the end of it, it all like builds up and squishes together above Brother Alric. And then you will see it sort of like turn into... it'll turn into this sort of like sun like motif, a blue sun. And you will notice it looks just like the clasp that's holding Brother Alric's like tunic together. It looks like that. And then you will see it sort of like shoot itself into that crack. and you will watch as the like red and blue sort of like fight each other for a moment until eventually the blue sort of like cleanses the crack. And you will watch as the red dissipates and the crack will form itself back to solid stone.
Let's go.
And you again will watch as the scroll disappears. Thank you all. And thank you for being here for this. I kind of was a little worried that when I messed with it, something would happen. I'm glad nothing did.
Roll initiative.
Just like,
Portal pops out.
We can all adjourn back into the temple, and I can grab your reward if you'd like.
Sounds good.
And he will lead you all back out of the basement and into the large temple area where a priest is waiting with a chest. Alric will head over to that priest. He will sort of give him a little bow. The priest will walk away, and Brother Alric will open the chest. And then before he gives you anything, he'll have a pouch in his hand. He'll come over to you before he gives anything. May I take the quest from you?
I hold out the one I have.
That works. He'll take.
I
wait.
hold out the one
I
we
take
had
it. I
too.
take it back. It's the festival one. I get the other one out.
Thank you. He'll take it, look at it. He'll take it, put it in like a bag or a pocket. He'll hand you the pouch at RaRa, because you're the one who's there. It gives you the pouch. It has 20 gold in it. And to receive your blessing, if you would accept it, each of you can kneel here at the bottom of the steps towards the window.
Sure.
I'm looking around at my party mates to see if they're doing it.
Sure.
I guess.
Okay.
You
I'll
will
do it
s-
last.
Okay, so all four of you will kneel at the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as each of you kneel at the bottom of the steps, Brother Alric will turn around to the chest, and he will pull out a scroll. He will stand in front of you guys, and he will begin a blessing. Gods who are not with us anymore, but still in our hearts, please give these four some sort of strength and willpower to move towards their next adventure. Give them the strength that they need to succeed. And then you will see him begin to cast something. It only takes but a few seconds. And you will see him sort of put his hands forward and then pull them back. And you will see the pendant on his clasp glow. And each of you will see these like the little like sunbursts on the sun. 4 of them will shoot from it, go up into the air, and then down onto each of you, creating these sort of like cones of light. And you each will feel this sort of warm sensation. And you are now all blessed, the equivalent of the bless spell, until the same time tomorrow. So for 24 hours, you guys are blessed. And it is currently about it's about 4 p.m. So until 4 p.m. tomorrow, you guys are blessed.
Wow, I feel great. Thanks, Brother Alucard. I'll see you around. Oh.
Yes, I will see you around, RaRa. And for the rest of you, again, thank you so much for helping the temple.
No
Moss is gonna kind of linger for a second before walking out, and then look back and be like, if the gods are all gone, Why are you still here?
You see Brother Alric sort of smile, like he's definitely had this question in the last 20 years multiple times. And he just sort of looks to you, Moss. And then we'll turn to the stained glass window. Moss, what do you see?
Glass.
Sure, of course, but what about on the glass?
Light.
And that light, Moss, it creates something. It creates warmth. It creates a guiding force. Does it not?
I guess.
That feeling that you have of, I guess, it's almost the same I have here. The gods may be gone. The temple still exists. Somebody should be here to help others. I guess it can be me. And if doing so helps others, then I'll be that person for whoever needs it. And for people to need someone or something, I'll be there. And although the gods aren't there, it's easier to think that something is. And I'm here to give people that faith that something is. It's just easier that way. And I don't mind doing it.
I think that kind of makes sense. And I stick out my hand again.
And Brother Alric will reach out to shake your hand.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye, Moss. And you'll walk away. And the rest of you, I assume, will... Oh, go ahead.
We're out front.
Pleasure meeting you.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well, Kayth.
Oh, you don't know my name.
It was a pleasure to meet you too, man who's going to take care of my rat problem.
I did. And I walk away.
His name's Kayth. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you, Kayth. It was good to meet you too as well, Fizzi. And he'll just wave bye to you guys as you leave. You guys will leave the temple and find yourselves back in the Grand Plaza of Tapas, ready and strife for new adventure.
RaRa will divide up the gold. You said there's 20, right?
There's 20 gold. That is correct.
So she'll split it up into 5 piles, and she'll divide it up, and then she'll give Moss like the last one as she comes out. Be like, "Huh? How much you think he spent on scrolls?"
It was an alarming amount of scrolls. I think that's where all of their what's it called when they collect money in church?
Tithe.
What?
Tithe.
Sure, that. He's buying a lot of scrolls.
To help out. A lot of
Should
people,
have bought
a lot of people, not even religious people, come to get their illnesses and diseases cured. That's where they come to.
Should have bought a fireball scroll. It'd be cheaper than hiring a party to do the job.
So you guys have left the temple and are walking back out into the Grand Plaza with the next potential things in sight ahead of you. A town filled with mystery and excitement, with much left to do. You will notice as the sun is beginning to drop here in Tapas, as it is rounding about 5 o'clock now, and it's not dark yet, but it's beginning to set. And your first day in Tapas as a group is beginning to come to an end. What will happen next session? Where will you go? What things will you see? Find out next time in our adventures in Coralthea. Which, by the way, our next adventure will take place not Wednesday next week, but Wednesday the 9th. So with these sessions in hand, you are going to be able to watch Session 1 again this Saturday, and Session 2, the one you just watched tonight, on the 5th of October. Please, please, please get your friends to watch, like, comment, all that stuff on YouTube so that everybody can be caught up and jump back in on the 9th. And if you're liking this stuff, please let us know. We like to hear it. But either way, thank you all for joining us for this adventure. We hope you had a wonderful time. And we're going to see you again on the 9th.